know how many hands went up that said they want to go to the States? And now you gotta be honest with yourself. Are you really doing the work that's gonna get you there? Are you really doing all the work? Okay? So you gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta decide, am I training to be part of the team, or am I training to be a champion? And you guys, you know, you've heard maybe the saying like every man for himself, or this is an individual sport. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't very coachable when I was at your age. So that's why I kind of talk to you guys this way. I would have become a better wrestler if I was a better training partner to my teammates. If I organized everybody to go to the gym with me. If we organized together to go to the clubs, to go to the camps, to go to the tournaments. But I focused all on myself. But take the focus off yourself. Get your training partner better, and guess who's gonna get better? You. Here at Rutgers, it's like the coaches and the kids, like we're like a military unit. Like we're brothers, okay? So it doesn't matter if I had a tough thing at home with the kids, the family, or anything. You keep that in your back pocket. It's time to train, and you gotta give your focus to your training partner. Let's get some questions from the wrestlers, the coaches, anybody who's got a question. Probably take like 3 or 4 questions. And you guys should all have questions, don't be scared. You should always question, how could you get better? You know, what do you got, buddy? Here, stand up, say nice and loud. I'll repeat the question. It's a great question. Probably that question's probably better for like the Zanetti brothers who do the mindset, but I'm gonna tell you this from what I know. When I was wrestling, we had a kid on our team that would just sit down and just chill out. He would lay down. Our coach used to slap us in the face very hard. Him, he'd get a little, that's it. He was badass. Me, I was a nervous wreck. I was warming up. If I was wrestling 160, I was probably shooting 100 low singles when 125 guy was up. I'd go back, I'd get the little mat, and I'd hit left side low single, right side low single. Okay, high crotch, to get sweaty, to get the nerves out. So you have to learn your body. That's a good question, because same with training. You might be better at training 7 days a week like a hammer, because if you don't train 7, you second guess yourself. Some of you other guys might feel better, train hard one day, wrestle the next day, 3rd day is a rest day. Okay? So what does that mean? I gotta learn my body. The only way to learn what my body needs is by doing the work. What else we got? Good question, buddy. Who else? Raise your hand who's got a question. You guys should all have questions. What do you got, buddy? Recovery tips. Simple stuff. None of this nerd, crazy vitamins, all this stuff. Check this out. Eat like you live on a farm. You know, strong breakfast. Don't eat the school lunch. Pack your lunch. A sandwich, a piece of fruit, a cup of yogurt, come home, have another meal. That might look like lunch, it might be dinner leftovers. Have a strong dinner, okay? That might be meat, potatoes, veggies. At night, you know, you guys that are leaner, you could have a turkey sandwich, a protein shake. If you eat like crap, you go to sleep at 1 a.m., you're on your phone all day, you're gonna feel like crap. You're gonna feel like crap. So recovery is not so much, oh, I trained hard, I just need this vitamin. No, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, guys. And I'm telling you now, you high school guys, not everybody here is gonna wrestle in college. So now's the time to do it all. Okay, you wanna recover better? The stronger you are, the easier it is to handle hard workouts. If I show up in wrestling season out of shape, the warm-up is gonna kill me. And then your coaches have to do these wimpy workouts because they're afraid people are gonna quit. But if the team shows up strong, fit, tough. There's a kid in this room, I started working with him in 6th grade. He's gonna be a junior. He started lifting once a week in 6th grade, twice a week in 7th grade, 3 days a week in 8th grade. Freshman year, he started playing football and he wrestles. And this is the only kid that never told me he was playing, like never reminded me. Everybody else, I got a game tomorrow, I can't lift heavy, This kid would be like squatting heavy and there's a football game the next day. You wanna know why he's able to do it? Because he's strong, and he's fit, and he's in shape, and he's doing all the right things. And when you're doing all the right things, you're just ready. You're always ready versus I have to get ready. That kid won a county title last year as a first-year varsity wrestler. He's a good kid. He does all the right stuff. Simple, nothing complicated. Okay, guys, recovery, it ain't complicated. You're tired, take a nap. Okay, I know there's like all these groundbreaking articles on like drink more water, sleep 9 hours. Trust me, that stuff was around thousands of years ago. But you're complicating stuff when it doesn't need to be. Let's get 1 or 2 more questions. Wrestlers, coaches, what do you got? What you got, buddy? Yep. Okay, nutrition question. He said, let's say we got a match Friday and I'm close in weight. Here's my nutrition guideline in season. You should all be able to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner during the season. The day of a match, I'm okay with you really watching your food intake, maybe having to skip breakfast. Now let me tell you why. Because sometimes those, maybe being a little bit starved, it gives you that edge. You're hungry, you're a little pissed off, okay? Now, there's also some guys, the one kid, his senior year, I think he took 7th in the state, and that was the kid that didn't make it out of the districts as a sophomore. He wrestled 189, that's how long it out, what is it now, 195, that weight class? He wrestled 189, but he weighed 180, 178. So he felt good being able to go home, crush a big dinner, and then even have like a second dinner. Now you lighter guys, sometimes you get a little scared. You're like, oh God, if I lift, I'm not gonna be 103 as a 106 as a senior. Strength is never a weakness, that's what my buddy always says. Strong is strong. If you're trying to starve yourself, I've seen this, guys are just trying to be weaker so they can duck the competition. They're like, who's good here? Let me just get down there and starve myself. No way, man. Train up to it. Be strong, eat strong, wrestle hard, and then you won't be afraid to face the guy across the mat. So the day of, it's okay to skip that breakfast, or maybe have a very small breakfast. That might be like 1 egg and a piece of toast. Then lunch might be light. Guys, I know what it's like. Lunchtime, go to the team room, weigh in, have a little bite to eat, jump rope for 30 minutes. Hey coach, I got a match today. I'm a little bit over. Can I just jog it out while everybody's doing whatever they're doing here? You know, my phys ed teacher was my wrestling coach. So I was just always finding a way to work. Training questions, what do we got? Especially, you know, nobody here's a state champ. You should have a lot of questions. How can you win this? You know, who wants to hear what do we got? Listen loud, buddy. That's a great question. He said, you know, speaking about mindset, how do we know, or how do we put ourselves in place to reach our full potential mentally and physically? I'm going to tell you, kind of piggyback what I said earlier. It's not one thing, it's everything. So, if I keep telling you, hey man, you're not putting on muscle because you're eating all this processed crap. Here's the foods I need you to eat. And then next 3 weeks I check in with you, I go, okay, are we at least having eggs and oatmeal for breakfast? And you keep telling me, oh, I can't wake up. Well then you ain't ever reaching your full potential because you've got excuses. So you need reasons. So how do you reach your full potential? You do 100 things great versus a couple things good, or I'm only gonna work hard when it's convenient, or my coach doesn't like me. No, I gotta eat great. I gotta train harder than everybody in this room. I gotta get to bed on time. When my friends are going out on Friday to drink or do whatever crap they're doing, I'm going home. And I'm gonna be in bed at 10 o'clock. And I'm gonna go to the gym at 9 a.m. in the morning. Our guys that are succeeding, they do that stuff. They wake up, they train with us at 9 a.m., then they drive to one of the wrestling clubs for 10 a.m. In season, they're showing up on a Friday when everybody else is hanging out. It's lonely, guys, to be great. There's a lot of friends when you just want to be good. And training hard takes It takes guts. It's easy to do a lot of lightweight, and I'm just gonna do only calisthenics because squatting is bad for my back, blah, blah, blah. You gotta train heavy, you gotta train explosive, you gotta eat great. That's what builds the agile, mobile, hostile wrestler. It takes everything, guys. And your environment is everything. So if your teammates are kind of lazy, you need to kind of bring those guys together and say, look guys, none of us are going to reach our potential unless all of us are in the same boat. You know, the cool thing about being at this level is that like we're all on the same bus. And if you ain't on the bus, you're at the bus stop and we're driving. You know, and I asked this, you know, same question he asked me, I asked to a guy who runs a gym, it's considered the world's strongest gym. I said, what do you do emotionally when these guys come and go? He goes, I don't have time to care about the guys who don't want to be on the bus. I only got time to coach the guys who want to be on the bus that are going in the direction towards, you know, being a champion. And it might seem hard, but you're going to look back and be like, man, that was the gift, all that hard training. We get one more question. Any of the coaches have questions? Yes, sir.
One thing, top 5. What are the 5 best things, lifting or exercise-wise, for wrestling?
Top 5 for wrestling. And these could really carry over to anything. So the calisthenics is number 1. They got to be able to move. So I want to see the ability to squat and jump. Okay, we see kids a lot with knees caving in, ankles caving in. That's usually because they lack mobility, lack flexibility, and they're not strong. So I want to be able to see squatting and jumping, pull-ups and push-ups. I'm gonna go with some sort of like a trap bar deadlift or pulling something from the ground to your shoulder, like ripping up a sandbag. Or we have very big medicine balls here that go up to, I think we have hundreds. We may have 150s here, but at my one gym I have them up to 150. We also take kegs and pull them from something from ground to shoulder or a deadlift. So what's that, 3? Number 4, rope climbing. And guys, I don't care how big or little you are. I remember we had a football player from Keene who weighed 275. He'd climb the rope with no legs. And we said, strength does not discriminate. You're not allowed to say, oh, he's heavy, so he's supposed to be stronger. He's light, he's supposed to do that. Nope, strength doesn't discriminate. If you can't climb the rope, you gotta get stronger and get rid of body fat. And that stuff goes hand in hand, okay? We've got guys on the team here, lighter guys lifting more than the bigger guys. Not all of them, but we have some of that, and guess what? It ain't hurting anybody to get stronger. And then what's that, 4? Number 5 is gonna be, so we said rope climbing, we said a ground to shoulder, we said like jumping, the upper body push-pull. I'm gonna say hill sprints. Hill sprints. You know, explosive hill sprints or 400-meter runs. If you can't run for it, you know, really running a mile is gonna take you about 6-7 minutes, maybe some of you faster guys, sub-6. But I wanna see you strong. I want to see you explosive. I want to see you being able to move your body weight. But guess what the most important thing is for wrestling? Take a guess. This guy's saying mental. This guy's yawning. What's good? What do you got?
Wrestling.
Wrestling. The better your technique is, the stronger you are, because strength is a skill. So, have you ever seen that big guy get destroyed by a kid who looks like he doesn't lift? Don't fall in love with training and avoid the competition. You avoid competing, because then mentally, you're always scared of that guy. Oh, he took 4th in the state. I'm scared. I have to lose. He took 4th. Guys, I've seen some of the craziest things. I've seen kids that started wrestling sophomore year because they got cut from a basketball team, come out and pin defending state champs. Be a great wrestler, be a great competitor, train all year, and guess what? Guess when the all year training stops? Take a guess. That's right. The coaches, we live together, I'm 41, I'm always training. If you stop training, it's over. You're always a wrestler. That's what I'm telling you. When you're 40, 50, 80, 90, you know, however long, you guys might live to 150 the way technology's working. So you got a lot of years of lifting ahead. But you guys, I should look around and I should see savages. Yes, sir. Yes. It's a great question. I actually try not to endorse any of that stuff because, yes, it's good. Then like 3 months later, you're like, oh crap, that's in there? So if you need a pre-workout, like, man, I hope I get to wrestle that kid. You are so young, you don't need it. You should be hyped up to destroy that weight room, to crush practice. They don't need the pre-workout. Protein shakes. At the collegiate level, there's certain standards, and our trainer tags, he knows the thing, but certain, it's like, I think like a 1-to-1 ratio of protein to carbs, but there tends to be a lot of stuff with a lot of sugars. I don't know what they use, there's so much stuff out now, but I've had kids who've come to the gym and taken a pre-workout, which we say never to do. They've taken a special protein shake and then they're like, they can't even work out. They're like dizzy, nauseous, because they're looking for a shortcut. They're looking for a gimmick, a little fad, a little trick. The guy who's being all state and winning states doesn't have a fad or gimmick he's following, he's doing the work. A protein shake I'm okay with if you gotta do, like some of the kids travel an hour to our gym. Then they're driving to the wrestling club. Then you can have a protein shake. Or I tell them, I go, you know, pack yourself like half a turkey sandwich and some applesauce, and even in applesauce, you can like mix a little bit of protein powder in there. There's definitely some good stuff on the market, but even me, I'm not much of a, you know, after we train here, kids are on the run, they do have a protein shake, but then they're usually going to the dining hall to get real food. You guys should wake up for breakfast and have some eggs and oatmeal mixed in with some fruit. You should pack your lunch every day. Don't blame your mom and dad for not doing it. Come home, have a good meal. Then you got dinner time, and then you got something later on at night. And then next time when I see you, I'll see a lot of strong, lean, athletic, energetic guys, energetic athletes. So I don't endorse any energy, 5-hour energy, you know. If you eat like crap, you will feel like crap. I could always say a mile away, like, dude, what'd you have? You ate a bagel today, right? Because you're like ready, you're falling asleep on me. Bagels, you know, a lot of bread and a lot of those heavy carbs tend to slow down the guy. So, you know, cleaner foods, like I say, like you're living on a farm. You guys that are a bit undersized, eat better, and you got to put that muscle on. That's what you got to do. A couple things, we're going to close out here. I got a lot of free stuff online. You know, it's called Underground Strength Gym. Read those articles, that's great. I have a podcast I think the coaches will like. Coaches, open door. You ever want to stop by one of my locations? You want to see how we train? Come by and train with us. That's really how you get the full experience. And I'm mostly in the Manasquan location. We're in Scotch Plains and Middlesex. And sometimes like coaches will bring guys to the Manasquan gym, do a training session, and then we're a mile from the beach, so they kind of organize a little team trip out of it. But guys, you know, ultimately, work as hard as you want to win. You got all the support, you know. You got the camps, the clubs, you got coaches bringing you here. You know, opportunity is knocking. When I go to Atlantic City, those guys are not there by accident. You know what I'm saying? So you can be great. You just got to choose to do it. A lot of you guys said, I want to go to Atlantic City and place in the States. Don't talk about it, you got to be about it. Everything I said to you, that's what I'll say to Rutgers guys, that's what I'll say to my own kids. So I'm not, you know, Rutgers doesn't get a special treatment, my kids don't get the special treatment. I tell you guys the truth, and it's okay if you're a little bit offended. That probably means I may have been talking about you to do that kind of work, okay? Like I said, you know, you can get my contact info from Goody, but you know, you guys keep working hard, and have fun with it, you know? Like, don't look at this like I'm grinding. This work is the gift, okay? We got 2 legs. Looks like everybody's got their 2 legs. You got food on the table, roof over our head. Who's living the dream? Just this guy, I guess. All you guys. All right, have fun, and hope to talk to you guys soon.